Episode 8, feeling like the Loons. Arsenal, feeling like them goons. All blue, repping that Chelsea. Them Loons coming through with the victory. Moving on, semifinals, San Diego. Ain't no rivals. I can take the sunshine in the middle of winter. You already know they get it, taking us blisters. Shout out to them Loons though, episode 8, yeah. Shout out to the goons though, Chelsea. You already know, repping blue though. But it's always time for them Loons though. Episode 8, episode 8, episode 8. Put it on my plate. I said episode 8. I said put it on our plate. And you know what I mean? Uno, dos, tres. Que Minnesota! You already know I'm Jeffrey Bastoy coming live to you from Puro Deportes, sponsored by Vida y Deportes with my main man. He was over at the Loons game, an instant classic they're going to be talking about for a generation and then some.
It was cold.
The one, the only, Senor Erick Garcia. What's good, family?
What's up, dog?
What up, fam?
Episode 8.
Episode 8, bro.
We consistent.
Yeah, man. We've been here every week.
We out here.
No vacay. Chimney's still not warm, but we got the heater working though, so it's all right.
Hey.
But if you want to, drop a little something on my Venmo, I had the chimney folks looking the other day. I need a little help. I ain't gonna play it.
Keep us warm. No, it's I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
It's a nice day today.
Yeah.
Nice little bright and early. You feel me? No snow.
No snow. There's some flurries. No snow.
I'm cool with that though. I'm cool with that.
If you don't live in Minnesota, you don't understand. Now, I mean, like people in Texas or whatever be like, oh, y'all got snow up there. I'm like, man, no flurries. We ain't worry about the flurries.
Yeah, we all right. We all right. Cool.
It's when it starts actually turning into slush and you haven't put in your snow tires yet, because there's this weird science in Minnesota about like when you're supposed to put your snow tires on. It's like if it's cold but there's no snow, you probably should have put them on.
Like,
you know what I mean? As long as your summer tires still decent. But then once it actually starts snowing, you're like, man, I actually got to start rushing over to get this. You got to time it perfectly. I don't know if you feel the same way.
I have the all-season tires, so I feel like
you don't even change yours.
Nah, I roll the dice.
Hey, you bold, man, because you got yourself a little.
I know.
Yeah, you got yourself. You got the hoopty sedan,
dude. I could easily, so
swerve in the corner.
We'll see. It's my first winter with it, so we'll see how it goes. But I think I might get some new tires.
He's got to put sandbags and a whole bunch of salt in the back. Make sure he got some weight on it.
I'll put some of the chains that they do in Alaska. They got like the chain wheels. Yeah. How was your weekend?
Yo, my weekend was good. I know we're going to talk about the Minnesota Loons, but when you were at the Loons game, Vida y Deportes was sponsoring a game with TC Seoul. It was boys and girls all-star game between Minneapolis and St. Paul.
Wow. So
top boys, top girls in their conference, recommended by coaches, recommended by their conferences from the Twin Cities public schools.
Nice.
So Edison, Central, Southwest, South, Como, Humboldt, Harding. Hey. The whole 9 Highland Park, like if you made the conference for the most part, you were probably in that game, 23 rosters on each, I believe.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Minneapolis won the girls' game. That one was a beatdown. I ain't going to lie to you. That was 3-0.
Dang.
Nah, Minneapolis is good. Minneapolis is good. St. Paul had this one girl, I think her name was Vina. She was the coldest player on the entire pitch. But again, these are players they never played together before.
Interesting.
And so, it's your own talent. We had scouts from different colleges, scouting too. I think Vina.
So it's real like all-star type.
Yeah, it's real all-star vibes, bro. So they showed out 3-0 victory for Minneapolis. Minneapolis girls, you can tell, even if they did not play together, there's a way that they all understood the game. Yeah. That was crazy. The boys game though, bro.
Went crazy.
Bro, that right there was at a Clásico. If I ever seen that at a Clásico, bro. Like I was there when I was texting you when you were at the Loons game.
Yeah.
I was keeping up with the Loons game, but at the same time, I had to put my phone down because I was like, yo, this boys game is going crazy right now. So they were down 3-0.
Who was down?
St. Paul.
Okay. Dang.
St. Paul was down 3-0. This dude, Tim Shipman from Edison, I believe, scored 2 goals for Minneapolis. He was cold. He had a golazo, bro. Just straight up rocket. Then Ivorian striker from Como. Como made it all the way to state, lost to Blake. Stefan Nda. Hat trick.
Really?
And then a young Latino gentleman from Humboldt, Camilo Puentes, added 2. And they literally scored the 5th goal. It was 4-4. They were down 3-0, came back in the second half, finally woke up. 4-4, 5 minutes left, and literally with like 3 minutes left, they scored the 5th one. Like the announcers, like everybody organized and came out to be like, "Hey, yo, Jeff, this might go to PKs. I'm gonna need you to make sure all the family and friends stay on the sidelines because you know this is gonna turn crazy." Because there's like 1,000 people in the dome on the east side, so that was crazy.
That's wild. Hey, listen, we may be Minneapolis residents, but
it's always been east side, man. It's always St. Paul, man.
Bro, come on, stop playing.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of felt bad because I was the announcer and I was also like doing like interviews.
So you're trying not to be biased?
I'm trying not to be biased. You know what I'm saying? Anytime somebody will score, goal sold in Minneapolis. Like I'm animated for both sides, right? Mm-hmm. But because I'm also following a bunch of different stuff, I can't really see like whose number it is. I don't know who these players are. I don't know who it is. So I got a walkie-talkie so the coaches on the sideline can tell me who scored, right?
Okay.
And so there was one goal where Camilo scored, but I didn't know it was him. Mm-hmm. And I'm here at the corner chilling. I'm like, "Hey, can you tell me who scored?" And Camilo's family looking at me like, hey, anuncio, tú no vas a anunciar, anuncie. Y está como, estoy esperando, ¿espere qué? Estamos esperando. And I'm over here like, yo. And then it literally took like 5 minutes, right? They're all like, he had like 20 folks on the sidelines. They were just all looking at me, I'm at the corner flag. Like, and then finally get the confirmation. Yep, Camilo Puentes, assist, Stefan Da. And then finally, I'm finally able to go goal because I wasn't sure if it was a goal or not.
Yeah.
And then finally, I'm like, goal! Everybody go crazy like, por fin! And they're like, yeah, Camilo!
That's crazy.
Nah, it was a vibe, bro.
Two good games on like both sides. That's crazy.
Nah, man, it was an incredible vibe. It was one of those things that made me really appreciate that like the soccer talent here is real. Mm-hmm. Our inner city youth, we always talk about the suburban kids because they all got a lot of money and they'll be traveling and all that sort of stuff. But these kids got it. Like there are some kids in that game, especially the boys game, that I was like, you guys can go pro.
Yeah.
You guys could definitely go pro if you really want to. Yeah. So that was dope.
That's what's up, man. I think that's always cool. I always like enjoying like high school soccer games, high school basketball games too. They get really intense.
Hype.
The hunger is at an all-time high. Yeah. At least right now. Because, sometimes it'll drop off, people get comfortable, or they continue to, if they have that dog in them, they'll continue to keep that hunger. But in that era, for their lives, it's everything. Especially like in big, crowd scenarios. Yeah. It's a good feeling for them. So that they feel like it's the Champions League sometimes.
No, for sure. I also feel like I think it was different when you and I were playing soccer back in high school. Like
the sport really wasn't as popular.
It wasn't as popular. The opportunities to play pro or even college, like if you weren't tapped in, it felt like a dream. Like so, you just really playing for the love of the game. Yeah. I'm not saying these kids ain't playing for the love of the game, but these kids have access to NIL if they really want to, starting at the high school age. But beyond that, there is a pathway to going pro. Yeah. Now, the Minnesota Loons, who we're gonna get to in a second, have been creating a pathway. Like I was talking to some kid who was playing on St. Paul. He was a freshman. He was starting, and his parent came up to me. He's like, "Oh, you're doing a good job. Good job. Keep going, announcer. Keep going." I was like, "Thank you, Pops. Appreciate you." He's like, "You see number 27? That is my son." I was like, "Oh, does he play club somewhere?" Because like a lot of the kids, part of the showcase,
play, like clubs.
Some play clubs, but like many of them don't. Yeah. That's why they invite the scouts, so that the kids that don't play for club because they can't afford it, they can still get scouted, right? Yeah. So I'm like, "Yo, is your kid on a club team right now? Who's he playing for?" He's like, "Oh no, he don't play club. He don't play club. He just plays for his high school team. But he's a freshman. He's good. Look at him. Look how fast he is. He needs a goal." And I'm like, "Yo, did you know that Minnesota Loons is having tryouts?" Yeah. They're having tryouts for high school age kids that want to join their MLS2 team. He looks at me. He's like, "Tryouts? They're having tryouts. What's the information? Hey, come here." He had a other son on the sideline. He tells his other son to come to me. He's like, "Hey, write down this information. Tryouts." And I'm like, "Yeah, there's tryouts." And his brother was like, "Yo, what's up, bro?" I was like, "Yeah, there's tryouts, man. Your brother's playing. You should definitely do the tryouts, man. He looks pretty good." Yeah. He's like, "Word, let me jot that down real quick."
So funny.
So it was just a great day, man. And the talent is everything. Speaking of talent being everything, bro, you were at probably one of the greatest sports games in Minnesota sports history. this is going to go down with the Minneapolis Miracle. This is going to go down, unfortunately, with the Brett Favre versus the Saints. This is going to go down with the Lynx first championship with Maya Moore. This is going to go down with the Gophers basketball, Ross Sampson, and the like back in the 80s, early 90s. I was too young. I don't even think I was born yet. But, bro, you were at a classic, man.
Talk
to me.
I had posted on Instagram and was posting for both the podcast and myself, too. And my buddy Josh, like after the game, my buddy Josh texted me. He's like, bro, like you were literally at a top 5 game. Like all-time, like Minnesota, like sports game.
Yeah.
And I didn't really think about it because I was just so into it. Like I've been to a couple Loons games.
Yeah.
And the environment was just way different. Like it's just way, way different. Like sometimes like I'll go to Loons games during the season and sometimes the energy's there or sometimes the energy's at the Wonderwall.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't really feel it everywhere else. Like this time, like it was everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, and for me, it was so surreal because I had never experienced that at a Loons game before. So it felt magical. Like it felt like when we were down, no one really like the cheers got louder. Like it was like obviously the players did a really great, really good job. Like they played their hearts out. They really like to come down, beat down a guy, and really have the result that they did. They did a great job, but I think a lot of that is credit to the fans. I think they really instilled a lot of hope, a lot of love, and like the energy was just like insane. Like, and I think it really kind of led to that result. But it was that was for me. That was definitely like top 3 games I've ever been to, like any sport.
That's crazy. I want you to break down. I'm gonna ask you like, Secret. This is not gonna be real Puro Deportes. This is banter right here because this is crazy. We really
also
gotta break
haven't
down
talked about the like it kind of everything. Like you were going with your stuff with the high school thing, and I was doing that. And like,
oh yeah, both for Vida and Deportes, man. That was a crazy day for the org, man.
Yeah, that was cool.
We were outside and supporting soccer in all ways, but down 2-0. Josef Rosales picks up the red, headbutts buddy thinking he's Zidane.
Hey, love the game.
What is the vibe in the stadium? Like for you, you were in the media press box. I know you were down low doing your thing too, but like, paint the scene for me. You talked about the crowd, but like really, what were you thinking in that moment, man?
Oh, I didn't listen. Hey, I thought it was a soft red. I mean, it was a second yellow.
Yeah,
but like I thought it was even the first one was soft. So I think for me, like, and then the energy in the crowd and everyone was kind of yelling and screaming is the arbitraje was kind of
the zebras.
Do you feel me?
The zebras.
You know, like or the highlighters, I guess, because they
have the highlighters.
You feel me? So like it felt very inconsistent sometimes. The crowd was very not hostile. I don't want to say the word hostile, but it was very like, yo, what's up with these calls? Yeah. These calls are insane. And I agree. It was some of the calls were kind of crazy. But when that happened, it was just like, if there was a roof, like it would have been blown off because it was hectic, bro. People were saying crazy stuff, like F you refs, like chants were going crazy. Like it was a very, you know, not hostile, but very angry. Like people just did not agree with it, and I agree with them too. I don't think it was.
I love it.
For me, it's something that I've never experienced. I thought I would experience at a Loons game because Loons games feel to me very family friendly.
Minnesota sports games in general. Yeah. Every single one. Besides, I think the Wolves are kind of changing, but even the Wolves still need a little bit more gritty, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too. I think I think when people think Minnesota, people think soft. Yeah. And I think it's just down to the reputation of Minnesota Nice, you know, or as Minnesota passive aggressive, as I like to say.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was nice to see that because it's like cool. Like I'm hearing full stadium going F you, like to the refs, to the players, like it was crazy stuff. Like again, like this is something that I would have never expected because again, like they preach the whole like, you know, don't say this, don't say that before the games. And so for me, that was amazing for me because I'm like, cool, like people care. Like the people in this stadium, they really care about this game. They really want to get to the next step. And, you know, we had a good playoff run last year, I believe, as well. right?
I mean, this is the furthest we've ever gone.
Yeah. So
right?
I think it's kind of like a Wolves effect, where it's like we continue to
build on top
and so
of it.
people are very invested in it, and that's passion at the end of the day.
Yeah. So I was at the game. So this is happening at the same time. Some folks might be like, pero Jeffrey, tú no estabas en el estadio. Yo estaba esperando tu video. People like, yo, why weren't you at the stadium? Like, we were waiting on your video because, I've been covering.
You've been doing
Right, but because we had working with our clients, shout out to TC So and Sunday Foundation, but so we had to honor that, and they both ended up being at the same day at the same time. And the boys' game ended up after your game, right?
Yeah.
And so I think I started paying attention to the game when it was, I think we were down, it was like 2-2. I think it was 2-1 and we had finally tied, right? And then Henry's next to me, he's like pacing up and down the field. And he's like, man, they need to win this, man. They need to win this, man. They need to win this. I was like, okay, Henny. Okay, let's go.
It was tense, bro. You could cut it with a knife.
No, it was all bad. And then I met this one lady who's like a mega soccer fan. She's the executive director of like this nonprofit in St. Paul.
Yeah.
And she's just like, they scored! 3-2 Loons are winning. And it was like, the 80th or like 82nd minute or something like that.
It was late, yeah.
And I was like, hey, let's go. And then Henry's over here just like, I'm trying to pull up this game on Apple TV. And then he almost threw his phone down because Apple TV wasn't working.
That's crazy.
So 3-2.
There was a lot of people locked in watching the game. Because it was back and forth. It was very back and forth. And again, adding the factor of us playing with 10 men and still holding our own is insane.
Nah, it's crazy, man. 3-2, and then they come back and score the tie, 3-3. What's going on in your head? Also, you talked about the cold. At this point, you must have been freezing.
So here's how I broke it down. I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm going to be there at the beginning of the game, and then like 38th minute, I'm going back inside.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you've done this before. I mean, like when you get to the stadium and you're on the field, you have to wear the vest.
Yep.
So I had a sweatshirt on. I had a coat on, and I saw people with like the coat, or they have their coat on with the vest on. I'm like, I'm not trying to do all that. So I'm just gonna tough it out, and like I'm gonna leave my coat and my bag in the press room, in the where they do the press conference. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave it there. And I'm gonna, at the very least, get some gloves.
Yeah.
And so I was there I toughed it out for 38 minutes, and then went back inside. And then was inside watching a good chunk of the second half from the inside up until like maybe like the 70th minute. I went back to the thing. And it was cold, but because my adrenaline was going crazy, I didn't really feel any of that. Yeah. So I was there from like 70th, 75th minute up until like the end of the game. And so like when we had tied and everything, all that had happened, I'm not really too familiar with the MLS playoff rules. Yeah. Like for me, like I was very surprised that they had the 2 out of 3. I wasn't sure if they were going to go to extra time or if they were going straight to penalties. Yep. So when it went straight to penalties, it's like, oh, okay, this is getting for reals. And so like where I was standing at, I was right by the Wonder Wall. So they do the PKs there, which makes the most sense because that's where they have the most craziness. And that was intense, bro. Like, because it was just like they kept going, and like the misses, like crazy. I mean, I thought at one point the other team's goalkeeper, because I think he like had messed up his like wrist or something like that. I thought that he had like broken his finger. At one point.
Seriously?
It was a whole thing. It was the first like, it was his first dive, and he just like went straight to his. It was insane, and like they held it for a good second. But they wrapped it up, and he went back in there. But it was intense, and then it went down to the keepers, and it was crazy, man. The people were really, really into it. I was really into it. The people have a lot of love for St. Clair.
Goalkeeper of the year. Yo, Dane, homie, my boy. Congratulations. You a dog. Keep doing your thing, man. That's Canada #1 right there, man.
It was cool to see that, and for me, I was very nervous because I've been very vocal about my skepticism on him sometimes, but he did a phenomenal job. But it was intense. It was really intense.
Bro, I was at the stadium at the boys' game. I'm telling you, I'm announcing the game, and at a certain point, while things were picking up at the PKs, that's when St. Paul made the comeback. So it was goals on top of goals. So I'm over here yelling, goal! I'm over here looking at my phone next second. And I got Henry. Henry's trying to get his Apple TV to work. Not working. I'm on the ESPN app over here just like, we made the penalty. He's like, yes! They made a penalty. He's like, and there was one point where I think we missed 2 in a row or something like that.
Yeah, it was 2 back-to-back. Yeah,
and I was like,
it's over.
I was like, Henny, it's over, bro. We done missed 2 in a row. He's like, And then it just kept going back and forth, just ping pong, tic-tac-toe, stalemate. And then I'm like, yo, Henry, it's going to keepers. He's like, what? I was like, yeah, it's going to keepers right now. Like, he's like, he wouldn't even look at me. He wasn't even at the game.
There was one that was blocked, and then there was one that hit he had, I don't know what higher being.
Yeah.
I thought it was over because he had went to the left and the ball had went to the right, but it went so slow and it hit the post. And it was like my heart, like it was like quiet. Like, cause he had went the different way and then the ball went to hit the post. So, MVP, St. Clair for sure.
Yeah.
MVP number 2, the goalpost. Because I think there was like 3 or 4 that hit the goalpost.
Hey,
and then the last one too. That last one was crazy. My ears like definitely like were popped for a little bit because he had skyrocketed and it hit the top bin and we just went, wow.
Yo, that ricochet was crazy.
Oh, bro, he put he was talking wild dirt like to the Wonderwall.
Was he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what was he saying, man? What's the stuff that he was saying?
I couldn't really hear because he was so far away, but like when it was the 2 back-to-back blocks. He was like, he was very much shaking his head, saying some stuff, and everyone was booing him. But they were like, I was talking to some of the people that were at the Wonderwall, like getting their post-game reactions, and they're like, yeah, bro, he was talking wild trash, and he was saying a lot of things, and he thought he was him, and and I think, and I'm pretty sure like that's what. If I were to make a guess, that's what probably had gotten to him because the amount of power that he had in his penalty shot, like the ricochet was insane. Like it was a bullet. So I think it was a little bit of the fans getting under his skin and he really wanted to just dagger that in there and just completely backfired, literally. It was insane.
But that's the thing with keepers, man. I think the best keepers, in my opinion, not just calm. I love the keepers that are almost like batshit crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a certain mentality to say, in a sport where everybody kicking with their feet, I'm trying to grab this stuff with my hands. You got to be built and wired very differently, have like a unique sort of confidence about you, whether it's subtle confidence or over the top Dibu Martinez type confidence.
Yeah, and I think that was the fun part. Even watching St. Clair too, who I've never really seen get into that kind of bag, where he was, he got a yellow card talking to some of the penalty takers, and he was kind of doing a little bit of an Emi Martinez type of thing, where he was trying to get under their skin and really kind of like, it's just mind games, where it wasn't like anything rude or anything crazy, but it was just like mind games, But there's that, and then there's the other goalkeeper that just completely uses whatever anger he got from whatever the fans were saying. And just really overshooting that, but it was a great game to attend. That was by far probably one of the best Loon games I'd ever been to in my life.
I believe I was so jealous, but then I was at the boys' game and I was like, yo, this is everything. Like everything worked out the way it was supposed to.
Oh, it was cool.
But like Dane, they obviously won the PKs in the very first game against Seattle. And at the end of the game, because Dane had a few great saves in that game. And we were interviewing him at the end. He was like, look, man, when I'm in there, I used to play basketball growing up. So I would just be talking crap. He was like, I talk a lot of crap. It's just like back in basketball, man. You just talking, man. You chirping. And I was like, what type of stuff are you saying? He's like, I can't really tell you, but I be chirping. I let him know what's good. I can only imagine Game 3, Wonderwall behind him, energy that he's probably never seen at that stadium for real. Yeah. Just how wild he must have been, man. That must have been crazy.
It was cool, and then it was fun to kind of be in the interview, in the locker room and interview St. Clair and get his thoughts on that. And he was really surprised. Well, not surprised, but he enjoyed the fact that his stutter step, because he had taken that stutter step from one of the players there, and they were giving him some crap about it, but he did the stutter step. He didn't think it was gonna work out, but
when he did it, I was just like, nah, man.
That's over.
Whether it goes in or not, man, I gotta respect it, bro. Like, stutter step is hard.
Yeah.
And if you miss that, coaches be getting so mad because the mentality is just like, lace that up and just pick a direction, right?
He said the last time that he had taken an actual PK was maybe when he was 12. So shout out to him, man. He did a phenomenal job, and looks like it's on to San Diego now.
On to San Diego. So next game in San Diego is going to be in a few weeks. November 24th, first game in San Diego. I'm sure the boys are going to love that because it's going to be sunnier than it is going to be here and warmer too. San Diego and Minnesota split their series this year. Minnesota lost in June 14th. They lost 4-2. And then recently on September 13th, we beat San Diego 3-1. So
it's a little even.
It's a little even game.
Yeah.
It's either going to be rout or it's going to be a close game like the Seattle series.
So, as someone that is familiar with the playoff format, is it also 2 out of 3 for the semifinals as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly with the championship if we get there.
Yeah. I think that one is just a one game.
I hope it's just a one game.
Yeah.
I really hope. It'll be crazy if they really went NBA style. I mean, I can see them doing it. So World Series goes multiple games. NBA go multiple games. NHL goes multiple games. The only one that doesn't go multiple games, but they don't do multiple games at all anyways, is NFL.
Though, I think it makes sense to do the 2 out of 3 even with the finals. Mainly because it's, unless they have a neutral territory where they do the finals, if it's one game, I think it makes the most sense to do that if they're going to each other's,
Hey, man, I think it should always be Hard Rock Arena or the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah.
Miami or Atlanta should always be the finals,
The
bro.
Atlanta Stadium is nasty.
It's gorgeous,
bro. That's a cool stadium.
Gorgeous stadium. So San Diego's up next.
Yep.
Back of my head, you know what I keep thinking about? I'm not going to do predictions now. We're going to do predictions when we get closer to the game, probably next week. Canada just had their big championship.
The Blizzard?
The Blizzard game?
Yeah, dude.
And I was like, if them boys playing November 24th before Thanksgiving.
There's a chance.
In San Diego. That means that they're going to be playing here for game 2.
Early December.
Ideally, most
likely,
we probably got 3-4 inches on the ground when they come back. That's going to be crazy, man.
They are saying that this is going to be not only the coldest winter, but also the most snow-heavy winter. So it's going to be one or the other. If it's both, I think we got it. Because it was cold that game.
It was really 25, 28 degrees.
And I think sometimes that does play a factor in players that have not played in that type of weather. And if memory serves me correct, they people that are in that type of weather, they train in that type of weather because they use it as an advantage. So I do think that if it does get to that point, I do think that we might have an advantage there.
I mean, all I'm going to say is this. I remember they once had that Team USA game where they played, was it Honduras or something like that?
Yeah, it was one of the...
And they had to win that game to qualify. And they played here in February, outdoors. And I think that particular day, not only was there a blizzard, but it was also it got as cold as negative 22 or something. Maybe there wasn't a blizzard, but I think it got up to negative 22.
Yeah, it was something crazy like that.
We ended up winning the game, fortunately, but it's people always like to talk about, but can he do it in a cold day in Stoke? Can you do it on a cold day in Minnesota?
Yeah, bro, St. Paul.
All right, let me look at this camera. Can you do it on a cold day in Minnesota? Can you come, put the team on your back, 11-11, when it's negative 10 outside, 6 inches falling down? You ain't got no visibility. It's blurry outside.
That's a different type of, resilience.
Hey, man, Aaron Tomich, my guy. New tagline for next year, bro. Can you do it in a cold day in Minnesota, bro? That's the one.
I honestly think, though, if they're smart and we do take it all the way, I think that has to be
that has to be. Or just make it simple. Cold like Minnesota. Cold like Minnesota.
So, will we have it? So, if we do win the championship, which would be great, are we doing a parade? Are we mobbing out?
Of course we mobbing out, bro. Yo,
in like -3 weather.
Son, I was outside when Red Bull was doing the lone skater thing at the Cathedral. So best believe I'm putting my Timbs on, double socks.
Let's go.
Leg warmers, double them. You know what I'm saying? The thing crazy. On. I'm gonna have my freaking snow protectors. I don't got my winter gear. That's why I'm calling them random names right now. I'm not ready for winter yet, but I'm gonna have triple the layers. I'm gonna have my Timbs on, double enforced, full mitt, whole baklava. Scarf,
let's go.
Columbia puffer, jacket. You're gonna think I'm a yard man, bro. Like I'm gonna be outside,
walking like this.
You walking like that? Hey, yo, that's Jeff right there. I'm gonna be looking like the Black Michelin Man.
That's good, bro. That's really, really good. I think, I'm stoked to see how the rest of the playoffs go. I think there's also some really good teams still left in the Eastern Conference. I think Miami just went through as well. So I mean, like. Hey, it would be nice to see it would be funny to see a Leo Messi in 20-degree weather in snow at here.
Yeah, man, it is. So it's Philadelphia Union. Mm-hmm. So you got FC Cincinnati, Inter Miami, LAFC, and Minnesota United FC. I believe that's not right. Let me.
This is semis, so it should be 8 teams left, I think.
Yeah, so it's San Diego.
Yep.
Looks like New York. And it's looking like Philadelphia. I think Miami last.
No, Miami should have won, I think.
Well, let me do this again. We're checking in real time. Western Conference semifinals. Okay. San Diego versus Minnesota. Vancouver Whitecaps versus LAFC.
Okay.
Eastern Conference is Philadelphia Union versus New York FC. FC Cincinnati versus Inter Miami.
Okay.
I was confused because when I hear semifinals, there's only supposed to be 4 teams.
Just 4 teams, yeah. But it's like West, East, and West.
It's West.
Yeah.
So semifinals of the respective conference. I got confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's
confusing.
It's a different format. It's cool.
Hey, man, they're going to have to do it on a cold day in Minnesota come February.
Hey, listen, I'm hoping we get a Miami in the finals. I hope we get a Minnesota in the finals.
I mean, if our way of stopping down Messi is that he just can't function when it's -22 outside, say less,
I'm with it. Listen, I'm a Messi admirer, but I'm a Messi hater.
Now you're going to have to extrapolate, brother. You're going to have to extrapolate, brother. What you mean by that?
So here's my hot take. Right? Great player. Gifted. Born with it. You feel me? Avoided the Prem. And to me, you're nothing. Because I don't think a Messi would do well in the Prem. So why are you ducking that?
I don't think that's true, bro.
I think that's he could have easily went with the Man City, but I really do think that he would have gotten bullied. And it would have tarnished. I think it would have tarnished his.
Look, I think he would have been fine at City. You know why he didn't go to City? I think the reason he didn't go to City is because Messi knows that he's not Ronaldo. He's not a superhuman. He's not built in a lab. All right. Ronaldo gonna mess around and play till he's 50, right? Hey. Messi's like, I probably got another 4 years max in this game.
Even longer than
In other words, I need to preserve my body because they need me on ice for Argentina, right? Look at Neymar, bro.
So
you see how they doing Neymar right now?
Yeah.
This boy looking like a shell of himself. Why? Because he put so much into the game that he has nothing left to give. Messi would have come to the Prem. Argentina don't win a World Cup. I'm letting you know that right now. Messi goes to the Prem. Argentina don't win a World Cup.
Hey, that just furthers my...
Nah, man. He's preserving himself. He had nothing left to prove. He don't got to prove nothing with the Prem. You remember what Ozil did with Arsenal?
What? Oh, wait.
When Ozil was with Arsenal, when Arsenal was trying to build their stuff back, you remember how special Ozil was?
He still is special.
You mean to tell me that Messi wouldn't be able to do? Come on, man. Nah, don't listen to this joker, B.
I don't think he... I think him avoiding the Prem is just like, to me.
Oh, my God.
Weenie.
Oh, my
Weenie.
God.
So he went to a farmer's league.
Man, this boy was saving his leg. He was playing the game. He was like, oh, I got Kylian. I got Neymar. I don't got to do as much. Look at him at Inter Miami. This boy be walking 90% of the time.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's not GOAT. That's not GOAT.
He doesn't got nothing to prove. He got his World Cup. He's got his Copa Americas. He's straight, man.
Nah.
He's straight. He's solid. He's solid in any neighborhood,
You're not going to guilt me into...
Bro, the worst part is, like, I'm rather indifferent on Messi, but I do believe he's the GOAT, so I kind of have to support that. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is. For banter purposes, you know, we've been talking a lot of footy, so we might as well keep talking about a lot of footy.
Yeah.
Because it's a footy pod.
Yeah.
Top
of the league.
Top of the league still, but lead... kind of in danger. Let's say it's kind of like a yellow. You know what I mean? A yellow danger because, you know, the objects in the mirror look closer than they seem.
Oh, get out of here, bro. You talk about Chelsea.
I ain't just talk about Chelsea. Top of the league right now. Yeah, we got the Gunners, the Goons.
That's right.
Top of the league with 26 points. City's coming up behind, finding form with 22 points. Chelsea, billions of dollars. Our owner just won the shit with the LA Dodgers. Third place, 20 points. It's November. A lot of footy to be played. Are you feeling the pressure, bro?
No.
Gyökeres is injured.
No.
Martinelli's injured.
No.
Gabibibi is barely playing on the field. Kai Havertz is out until December.
They're all, no, they said that they'll be, I saw that they'll be back by the Tottenham game.
That's what they always say. And everybody limping in a cast on the sidelines.
No, I'm not worried. We got depth. We good.
You don't got Mikel Marino?
Yeah, bro. Super Mikel. Super Mikel, bro. Turn the 6 upside down. It's a 9, bro.
But be for real, bro.
Yeah.
What are your honest thoughts on tying 2-2 to Sunderland, bro? Sunderland's good. I respect Sunderland, but like, what are your real thoughts on tying 2-2?
I'm not worried about it. I wasn't really feeling some type of way. Also, I'm a big Shaka lover too, so it's like it's a win-win for me. But I think they again.
He's swerving the question.
No, it's not.
He's swerving the question.
Not.
He's swerving the question, bro.
No. It was a win-win for sure. Because again, like big Shaka fan, big Arsenal fan. Listen,
you know that's a professional swerve, man. You should be in NASCAR, bro.
Hey, nah.
Man, Lewis Hamilton gotta have you as a protege. The way you just.
What do you mean? Nah.
Skirt.
It was a good game. It was a really good game. It was a really, really good game. But I'm not seeing it as like, oh no, like we lost to Sunderland. Like Sunderland's a great team.
You didn't lose to Sunderland. I'll say, my boy. Here's my thing. I'll do the hard stuff for you because he's stuck in the zone, right? You know what I'm saying?
I didn't see anything wrong.
Arsenal's been here before. I think they're still going to win it all. They're the deepest team. They're a very good team. I'm going to start there objectively. But now I got to talk about reality.
Okay.
Reality is Arsenal always gets to the top and they always flounder. And then what does Miguel do? Oh, you know, Victor, he was out for a few months. Martinelli out for a few months. Saka injured at the beginning of the season. Saliba, knee goal in the knee. Gabriel Magalhaes, very good injuries. And then it just stacks up. He's gonna start talking about Odegaard and the like.
I'm gonna put my tinfoil hat on. I think it's all tactical, so they don't play international.
I mean, it can be tactical all they want, but it don't stop City finding form. And God forbid you guys play City again, don't get the dub. God forbid you guys play Chelsea and be low, bro, like you always been.
Nah.
Because it comes down to dropping points. That's what it is. You drop enough points against the top teams.
It's taking advantage, but I don't think we've dropped points. Our biggest issue has not been dropping points with bigger teams. It's dropping points with like smaller teams. That's been the biggest thing. It's like, all right, you look at a 5-game stretch where it's like, oh yeah, these are definitely winnable for sure. We can definitely at least get 4 out of 5, and then it just completely does not happen. Either like an L or draws back to back to back. That's been our biggest issue, and I think now it's not really an issue. We have this Sunderland game, and it's like, but like we haven't had that in a while, this season at least. So I'm not worried about it. I'll get worried about it if it's the next 5-game stretch with some teams that aren't Big Six, and we are tying. Then that'll make me a little bit nervous. But I think, again, I won't start getting nervous until like Christmas time.
All right, bro. Here are the upcoming games for Arsenal.
Let's see.
Coming out international, you got Tottenham on the 23rd.
Easy dub.
This is not Prem. You guys play Bayern. So that'll
be fun. That'll be a really fun.
You guys play Bayern,
and then we're both undefeated in the Champions League.
And the champions, which makes you guys playing Chelsea that following Sunday, that could be a trap game, bro.
Hey.
That could be a trap game. Spurs, Bayern, and then you got to end with Chelsea, the most unpredictable team in the league. That's tough.
That's a dub.
That's tough.
If we're sacrificing any game, it's the game with Bayern.
That's tough. I mean, somebody asked a question the other day that was like, if you're Chelsea, which game would you rather lose? Chelsea versus Barcelona or Chelsea versus Arsenal? The answer is easy. I'd rather lose Barcelona. I would hate to lose to little bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you hooping with your little brother. He's like, hey, big bro, let me show you some. You just gotta keep him at bay. You know what I'm saying? Hit him with the post real quick.
You guys haven't been big bro in
Champions League. We won Champions League in 21. All right. When's the last time you guys said, oh, my bad. No champions. My bad, no champions.
Oh.
No champions, my bad. Oh, right. Prem. We haven't won a Prem in a long time, but we won what? Was it 2017, 2019 around then we had one? When's the last time Arsenal won? All right.
Hey, went invincible. Y'all ever been invincible before? Think so.
No, you're right. We haven't been invincible, bro. We watch Invincible only on Amazon Prime. Hey. Great show. Great show.
Sponsor us.
I
haven't watched any of the new seasons. I think I watched the first season and I really enjoyed it, and I just didn't watch the.
You got to run it back, man. It's a good show.
I do. It's a great show.
It's a real good show.
It's a good comic too.
Yeah, it's a really good comic. I do got to check out the comic.
Yeah, they're like big books. I think that what they said is the first season was like not even like out of a book this big, it was like this big.
I actually am.
So they got enough content to like go for crazy.
You want to know like my rich dreams? This is a crazy tangent, but my rich dream is that like I have enough money to just buy all the comics that I want and anime books that I want.
Throw them in a little wall.
Throw them on the wall. Because right on this wall beside me, I'm going to put like a shelf with like some books. I'll probably put my plants there too.
Yeah.
But like, yeah.
I've been into actually reading books. Like actually, like I've been really into sci-fi lately.
Look at you as a scholar, bro. Yeah, I think the glasses.
Studious.
Yeah, I think the glasses because he can't see for real.
I can't see for real, but I'm studious.
But yeah, Chelsea beat Wolves 3-0. We're in third right now. Mm-hmm. The Arsenal-Chelsea band is going to be all season. This is kind of what happens 100%. When you have...
And as it continues to, get closer, it'll continue to ramp up for sure.
I think what's interesting for Arsenal, I'll say this in a positive note. Mm-hmm. You guys are top of the league, and you guys still don't know how to score from open play. That should be a concern for the rest of the league because that can and ideally should only get better as the season progresses.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Set piece FC, bro.
Absolutely. Like, open play is going to come eventually.
Yeah.
On the other side with Chelsea's weird, bro. Chelsea's so weird. But again, we're the champions of the world right now, club world champion. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not surprised. And we're doing all this without Cole Palmer. We're doing all this. We don't even have starting CBs, bro. But that's going to be waking up in the morning just like, Tosin. No Tosin. He be showing up like he playing like he playing Sims or like he playing GTA trying to find his fit, just like swiping through. Create your own avatar.
Spends a good chunk of the
is this a Tosin game? No. Yeah. Chalo. Last game. No Chalo.
Crazy. I wore this last time.
Our CB rotation been so bad. Alex DiSazzi, who we've been trying to sell since the summer, he's been playing with like our U21s.
Yeah, that's
and he was
crazy.
And he was like, Coach, bring me back. I swear I will play good. I'm like, oh, DiSazzi, I feel for you.
Shambles, bro.
Hey, he's only 21.
It'll be, yeah, exactly. I don't think that's anything to like get, But I feel for him though.
Yeah,
at the end of the day, I feel for him.
I feel for him. But for the rest of the league, our CB rotations shambles. We keep clean sheets once every 4 games.
Yeah.
But our offense, even without a proper 9, is just nasty, bro.
Yeah. I think we'll see. I think that'll get exposed when you guys play Barcelona. And then I think that'll be...
The same Barcelona where Lamine got to go check a special doctor because he's having some pubic issues.
Hey.
Remind the kids, don't be playing with dwarves.
That's Yo, straight up. Please. Use Lamine as the example of what not to do. Especially when you get your first paycheck. Don't do it. don't think you can do that type of stuff.
Oh, that's ridiculous, man.
Speaking of Wolves, not to talk about Wolverhampton Wolves, but Minnesota Timberwolves.
Talk to me.
How are we feeling?
Wolves, winners 5 out of their last 6. I feel good. You know what I mean? The issues that the Wolves have are still there. Point guard play is still a question. Rebounding behind Rudy Gobert and just like shot deflection is still a question. People hate Rudy. People love Rudy. I'm right in between. Rudy is an eyesore. Rudy is a black hole. But at the same time, when he's not playing, we are a terrible basketball team. And that just is what it is. Like, two truths can be real.
I hate it. It's a push and pull, but I hate it because I hate watching Rudy play. Yeah. There's sometimes where he'll get some moments and I'm like, hell yeah. Yeah. That's what you're meant to do. Yeah. And then sometimes I'm just like, yo, what are you doing? Put me in there. Like,
oh, so you want us to lose by 100 each game?
Oh, hey, my defense elite.
All right, Chuck.
But again, to speak about what you just said about the point guard situation. Yeah. I said this last week. I brought it up as like it was a rumor mill. Now things are starting to become a little bit more credible about this Ja Morant thing. How you feeling?
I still do not think that Ja Morant is the point guard that Minnesota needs. I think that if we are to get Ja Morant, I'm going to say this again, it's because things are not going right. And at that point, you're basically saying, this is the hard reset for the rest of the year and next year. Yeah. The identity of this team is completely shifting. Because the team as it currently is constructed, bro, it is not a Ja Morant team. This is a team that's predicated on ball movement, is a team that's predicated on defense, ideally. Yep. But sharing the basketball, whether it's Antave, he's a supernova and he needs the ball in his hand. So you put someone like Ja Morant next to him, who's not a great three-point shooter, who's one of the worst pull-up shooters in the league and has a very high usage. I think that usage rate is a lot for someone like Anthony Edwards, especially when Jaden McDaniels been balling out lately, and Julius has been amazing. Like, I'm not trading Julius for nobody. No. New York could call right now to be like, yo, we give you Cat trade back. I'll be like, click, next question. You know what I'm saying? So
no backseats.
I think right now, winners of 5 of the last 6. Obviously, it's been against scrubs. I need to see what the Wolves look like against teams that are actually good. The challenge becomes now, where do the Wolves go if they become middle of the road? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If they become middle of the road, for me, the point guard that I want is Drew Holiday.
But realistically, can we even, is that even a realistic option, though?
Drew Holiday?
Yeah.
Yeah. If Ja Morant's a realistic option, Drew Holiday definitely is, too. The challenge with Drew Holiday is that you have another Mike Conley situation where you bring in another older guard who has 2 to 3 years on him. But I think you go for Drew Holiday if you really think you can win a championship this year. Drew is in Portland, where Damian Lillard is going to be coming back from an injury. Scoot Henderson is supposed to be the point guard of the future, supposed to be coming back from an injury. Right now, he's playing like a supernova on a team that should be trying to lose because it's a really good draft class. And we can give up Rob to give him another point guard that can get a look for and find a way from salaries to match, whether that's Naz Reid or somebody else, as long as it's not Jaden McDaniels or Julius, right? Yeah. So I look more towards Drew because Drew can both be 2A, 3A, 4A type of star, but then he also makes your defense better. So that as a team, on all the bases, it gets amazing.
You get it, yeah.
But with Ja, it's like...
You still wouldn't be happy with it, though?
Bro, if he's on my team, of course I'm going to support it. Of course I'm going to start, dancing the gritty, even though my doctor's telling me it's back from the knees. I don't even do it for JJ, but I do it for Ja. Yeah. But I think that, for me, Tim Connolly would then have to do a massive overhaul on this roster to make it work. Yeah. Because Ja is such a specific type of player. And you're going to have to get other players that complement him. There's so many things he's weak at that you have to make up for.
But do you think that with this rumor mill that's happening right now, would it be even better? Would it be better to, if this is the only option, to get him now early as the season is still early or right in the middle of things?
For me, if I'm TC, I think it's better to just keep rolling the dice. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think one of the challenges that we have as fans is that we're like, yo, we try to play things on GM mode. Ja's available right now. We know we need a point guard. Let's go grab Ja. You know what I'm saying? These are humans at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you bring someone in like that, everything shifts. The locker room dynamic shifts. Mm-hmm. The way that you stepping up on the court and where you're supposed to be, kind of struggles. Look at like when we got Julius literally the day before the season started. Mm-hmm. It took until the end of the season to figure it out.
To get a groove, yeah.
So while getting Ja in now could potentially mean that in April they figure it out, but there's a really good probability because they don't really train as much once the games are going that they don't gel at all in year one, right? So winners of 5 of the last 6, 2 Western Conference Finals in the last 2. If you're TC, you're just like, Ja's going to be around and available until February. He did his job of checking in to see what the price is. They're saying they want young players, future assets, or young star, right?
Yeah.
Cool. We could probably do something or bring a third team in.
Yeah.
He took his notes down. He passed up to an assistant and be like, all right, work on something. I want 3 different options of what we can send if we need to send it. Mm-hmm. But right now, let's check out these next 25 games and see how we do. Because if they go over the next 20 games, they go 10-10, maybe you got to assess, maybe we do need Ja.
Well, here's the next 6 games. I want you to tell me if it's a dub or if it's not a dub.
All right, talk to me.
All right. We got the Kings.
Dub.
Cool. We got the Nuggets.
We weren't healthy next time. I'm going to go dub. I think they do take care of the Nuggets this time.
Okay. The Mavericks.
They're trash. Dub.
Now, Mavericks with Megan Thee Stallion or without Megan Thee Stallion? Does that change things how Clay plays? No.
No.
The Wizards.
Dub.
Celtics.
I'm going to go dub. They haven't been good lately.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then the Spurs.
I'm going to go that's the L.
Yeah?
I'm going to take that one as the L. I think at worst they go 4-2. At best they go 6-0. But I think they probably go
like
5.
At worst losing to Denver and Spurs.
At worst losing to Denver and Spurs. If they lose more than that, then it's like, what's really going on? Because some of those teams are just damn awful.
Yeah.
But the reason I chose Spurs is because 1B's so good, and we struggle against teams with rim protectors. Mm-hmm. Like proper rim protectors.
Yeah.
Now, we can destroy them potentially defensively or with auxiliary players, but, it remains to be seen.
Mm. That'll be interesting to see. But I'm very invested in this Ja Morant situation. For me, I do think that he's a good player. I think for me, what scares me the most is the discipline. I think there is a lack of discipline where that could disrupt the locker room, which is something that you said. So, but as far as like a skill goes, I kind of would take a Ja Morant over Dante or a Mike Conley. I would not get rid of a Mike Conley, though, for veteran status. I think that's very much needed in a locker room. But I'm not mad about it. I think, again, what makes me a little bit more scared is the lack of discipline.
Yeah. It's a lack of discipline for me, and I think it's also just like Ja's just never been a good defender. Like, I'm not worried about offense with Minnesota. Everybody's worried about offense. Well, the offense isn't the issue. The offense is ranked top 5 in the league.
It's the defense.
The defense has been the issue. And part of the reason why the defense has been the issue, people want to say, is Rudy Gobert. It's not because of Rudy.
Well,
because, again,
it can't get worse than Rudy, though.
When he's off the floor, we play like we're the worst defensive team in the league. Mm-hmm. When he's on the floor, we're at least kind of average. What does that mean? That basically means to me is that we have too many players that are just defensive liabilities.
Yeah.
Because Rudy's bad when his teammates are bad. Mm-hmm. When you have Rudy just sit in and he has to assess, you let your man just walk in here and I got a dude going behind just rim rolling, that's when he gets into problems because he's someone that doesn't like to jump in general. That's part of the issue with Rudy. Yeah. But he's just like, I don't know what to do because if I jump right here, he's going to come around and have the easy lob, and then it's all me. Yeah. But if I just stay here with my mans and allow him to come into the mid-range, I still get yelled at because, like, you're the rim protector. You got to show. As a big man that's been in that in that sort of situation at a high school level, It's not my fault. If you got burned, do your job.
Yeah.
And whenever we don't do our job, it makes him look even worse. And he's the only one keeping it together just by showing, right?
Yeah.
So I think, again, like, I'm cool if Ja comes. If it happens, I'm going to support it. He's a really good player who has not played well over the last 2 to 3 years. People aren't talking enough about that.
But I think that has to do a lot with the organization, though, not really.
They fired the coach so he could have a system for him. You know what I mean? Like, at a certain point, you know, and if we do trade for him, Ja, I hope you listen, because I'll probably be in the locker room by then. This is not me coming at you, per se. This is more so an acceptance of choices that you've made on and off the court that have bled onto the court and into the locker room in Memphis.
100%.
You moved your coach, Taylor Jenkins, an incredible coach. You guys weren't happy with the way he was playing. You're the leader, the superstar of the team. It didn't work out. Your game has not truly progressed the way we thought it would. We thought you were going to be on some D Rose, Russell Westbrook type trajectory. Right now, you're a little bit underneath. Why? Your playmaking decisions can still get better. You still have a lot of turnover issues. Your three-point percentage has not gotten to where we thought it would be. You're still electric. You're still incredible, but you're not there. Defensively, you're a sieve. When I say that you're the equation of LaMelo Ball on defense, that's not a good thing.
No.
And I just think that it's just a huge detriment to Minnesota if you bring a turnstile at point guard, because at point guard is the reason why we're struggling defensively. We're starting Dante and Ant, and that's amazing for the offense. And Dante's been balling.
Yeah.
But Ant's the superstar, so you're going to be asking him to get more exhausted by putting him on the other team's best
defense,
player, especially a perimeter player.
Yeah.
That's part of the issue. Jaden McDaniels now has a lot of offense, but now they have to balance offense with his defense. That's the other issue. Dante is just he's a good defender, but he's not a lockdown defender. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to navigate screens. He's not going to get all up in your grill like Mike Conley could in his prime, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's where I'm looking at, and that's why I lean Drew. That's why I lean Drew, or going for a younger guard that's cheaper.
Yeah.
That you can go get that doesn't need to be a superstar. We don't need a superstar point. No. We need someone that can take care of the basketball, someone that can ideally shoot threes, someone that plays hard defense. I don't care if that point guard averages 8 to 10 points a game. It's not about the points. It's about making sure that you don't get played off the court. And I think with Ja Morant, with the way the team is rostered, he can get played off the court and you have a similar impact that Rob Dillion has, but you have more offense.
But you don't think that could be easily developed?
It can be.
Especially with the right organization?
It can be, but then for every right development, you have Bradley Beals. You have, players that have been stars on their own team that go to other teams that have good coaches, and it just doesn't work out. You have Jordan Clarksons of the world. Like, I'm not saying Ja can't get there. If he comes to Minnesota, I'm going to end on this. If he comes to Minnesota, I'm going to show you love. I'm going to be excited. It's going to be really exciting. The ceiling gets higher because he is a superstar player.
Yeah.
But we have to be realistic about what you lose when you bring Ja. And if you think that by bringing Ja will lead to Minnesota bringing a championship next summer, I have some really bad news for you. It ends up being a first round or a second round team at best. Because defense still wins championships.
Yeah.
And I don't think you fix his defensive issues in year one.
Interesting.
So that's how I look at it. Like, that's very hard line.
We'll continue to monitor it, and I think this won't be the last time that we'll talk about this. I think we'll continue to talk about it.
And I'll be frustrated every time.
But I'm very curious to see how this works. I think you know me, I'm very do it for the plot. I think for the plot of Minnesota, I think they do it. I think we get rid of Rob Dillingham, maybe a pick.
Yeah.
And see how it goes.
That's another L. We'll talk about that L another day. But this was episodio número 8. Oh. Were you throwing your sevens up again?
Yeah, I was going backwards.
My boy can't count. But yo, Eric, man, why can these people go out there to show you some love, man?
At NOTBSMNTPAPI, not Basement Poppy, on Instagram.
And you already know you can follow me at the Jeff B. Soy, TheJeffBissoy. Make sure to follow Vida y Deportes.
Yeah, shout out to them.
Shout out to them, man. They're the big organization holding it down, allowing us to do what we do.
Doing some great things.
Make sure you go follow them. Make sure you follow as well Puro Deportes Pod on Instagram. Show us some love. Also, go on Apple. We're on Apple. We're on Apple now. We're on Spotify. Leave us a review. Leave us some stars. That's how people discover us. Leave us some comments. That's how people can, we can start building some traction.
Yes,
you
sir.
got some questions, fan mail, whatever.
Our DMs are always open.
DMs are always open, personally or the Puro Deportes. So come up, show some love. If you see us outside, say what's up.
Any last thoughts on anything?
I'm already mad about that Ja Morant thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's my last thoughts, bro. But go Loons!
Yes, sir.
Yar.
Episode 8.
Episode 8.